get it in, everybody. Get it in, everybody. Dance it out. Dance it out. All right. Music. Whew. All right, we're here. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Spiritual Tools Tuesday. We do this every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central with me, Mama Lewa. Those of you who don't know me and new to this whole stilo, I am Mama Lewa, tarot reader extraordinaire, psychic counselor, call me now, spiritual counselor, EI to the also a librarian. So there's that too. What do I want to talk about today? Y'all see my new earrings? Ain't they cute? Oh my God, they're so cute. I'm gonna calm down. Today I'm gonna be calm. You know, sometimes I'll be off the chain. Last couple of weeks I've been off the chain. This week it's gonna be different. I'm going to be dignified and calm. That's what I'm going to do. There will be no cussing because I am not cussing today. Damn it. First thing first, this Saturday, 7 p.m. Central, I am giving class, Spiritual Tools, second class of the series, which I'm doing every month until October, I think. What's this? August. So July, August, September, October. Yes. And this week we'll be talking about everything that deals with the breath and the power of the breath and the power of the breath in manifesting things. So we'll be talking about meditation. So if you are one of those people who I've been trying to meditate, I just can't do it. This class is for you. If you are a person who is trying to get into visualization to add it to your manifestation kit, if you are working on your spiritual breathing to work on things like high blood pressure, stress relief, all of that stuff, this class is for you. It is $50 for the class. If you are interested, you will be sent a Zoom link, which you send the $50 to Cash App, $ Spiritual Tools 2, or I can send you the PayPal link. And then you just let me know that you paid and you send me your email address and I will send you that Zoom link either on Thursday or Friday once I set it up. So, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Go ahead and type it in. How y'all doing while I get my things together? We're not going to do some cards today. We're going to do the card for today. Y'all see I did a little TikTokery with the card. I think I'm going to start doing that. I think that's cute. I thought that was cute. Doing a little 1-minute summary of the card of the week. I thought that was nice. If y'all like that, let me know and I'll keep doing that. And then I did a little TikTok reminder of what to do because we had the 6 of Swords reversed. Thank you, Lisa Love. She is good. Hey, Simply Nia. Oh, Nia was my favorite name when I was a little kid. I was mad that my name was not Nia or Imani. I wanted one of those names as my name, and neither one of them was my name. To relieve stress, I just cuss out. No, Julia, no. That gives you more stress when you cuss people out. Sometimes it's good in the moment, but the all this right here, that is stressful on your heart, on your brain, on your spirit. Now, I am not anti-cussing. Sometimes you need a good, let me get you together. But not all the time, because it is stressful on our heart. My heart is in here in my bosom. I'm glad you're good. How did that go? You said you walked into the 6 of Swords reversed. How did that go? Yes, those videos are good for reminders. Thank you, Lisa Love. I will keep doing them. Hey, LOL, I'm named after Nia Peoples. My mama was watching TV, and that's all true. Wow. What a great story. I wanted to be named Nia after the Kwanzaa principle, Nia. But dang, so that means you was a baby girl, Simply Nia. Hey, Swagatarius Prime. That's my night owl sister. Hey, Queen Zaza Brown. Thank you for reaching out to me. Listen, y'all, I had an excellent weekend. I was out being a globe trotter, and I went to Fort Lauderdale And I was there for all of 20, I probably there 36 hours. But them was the best dang on 36 hours of my life. Anyway. Here we go. So those of you that are new to this, we do a lot of things on Spiritual Tools Tuesday. One of them is that we do the card for the kind of middle of the week. Because we did a card of the week on Sunday, and it was the Six of Swords reversed, which meant look out for challenges, right? Look out for challenges within yourself and look out for challenges within your environment. Pause. Julia, it was a long, rough day. It was a long and rough day, but I stayed calm and held it together. I have already worked 20 hours this week. Please send Julia some energy. Energy, Julia, energy. It is still 4 more days left in the week. I don't like it. Get you some rest, Julia, if you can. Yes, we're sending positive vibes your way so you don't cuss nobody out because you tired. That's how we do when we talk. All right, so I'm doing the card, y'all. Doing the card. Getting it together with the cards. All right. Y'all know we'll bust on the song because that's what I do. Oh, it's reversed. Damn it. Hey, MF, I ain't seen you in a minute. Damn. Is this a card? Yep, they said that's the right card. Y'all ready? The card is the Three of Wands reversed. Three of Wands reversed, which means you don't get what you was looking for. Think about the Three of Wands reversed. It means that you have put energy into an endeavor. And thank you on balls things. Anyway, song expression. Anyway, let me tell you about this card. Three of Wands reverse. It means that you put your energy into getting some kind of reward, some kind of movement, some kind of change, because wands are about creating change in your life. But when it's reversed, that ship does not come in, right? So look, it's real ships in this picture. Look at them little bitty ships right there. Yeah, well, when it's reversed, the ship sank. So either somebody did not do their part, or what the resources that you were looking for dry up. Things change, and so what you were originally discussing and thinking would be possible no longer becomes possible. Sometimes we miss out on things because in the middle of working them out, the situation changes. And that's the energy of the Three of Wands reversed. So check your endeavors, right? Check your partners, check your agreements, check your contracts. Any projects that you have, make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's. Make sure that the people who said they could do what they was going to do is actually able to still do what they were going to do. As an entrepreneur, sometimes this is represented by the people who are like, yeah, I'm a buy 3 of your things. You got things for sale, I'm buy 3 of them, and I'm gonna send you the money tomorrow. And then you like, okay, I'm gonna put the 3 to the side because they said they're gonna buy 3. And then the next day they be like, I was gonna buy 3, but my cousin came over and we had to use that money for groceries. Like, oh shit. It's the all shit card. So let us circle our wagons so that we are able to withstand any disappointments in our lives this week. Wah, wah, wah. All right, so that's our card. Let us get to the subject. Let us get to the subject. Okay, I gotta get my book. I'm sorry. Nope. I was gonna get my book, but it's underneath the light that y'all looking at to make me look so bright and beautiful. So I'm gonna have to go by memory. It's 2 things I wanted to talk about. Oh, it's a reason that I started out with Fort Lauderdale. I wanted to say, Thank you, Swaggitarius Prime. She said, I break the cards down so well. I do this. I live and breathe these cards. I swear to God. These are my babies. Like, first of all, what are you trying to say? Anyway, but also the other part of that is the spirit that be talking to me. They literally be telling me what to say. Literally. I'm not even exaggerating. They be like, look, say this part. Because sometimes I don't know what it means. I'll be like, I don't know. And then y'all will see me do something like this. And a little voice be like, tell them this. And then I'll be like this. And the other people be like, oh my God, that right there. That's the thing. So that's how that is. Anyway, so I wanted to tell y'all something about traveling. So I said that this trip was really, really one of the best trips I've had. And part of it is because I went by myself. Now, I was there for work, but I made the best of it. And I was thinking in my mind, like, I wouldn't have been able to do any of these things if I were with a group of people, or if I was with somebody else, or if I had to wait on somebody. And a lot of times we miss our blessings. You know, it's always a spiritual lesson. We miss our blessings waiting on someone else to do it with us. Well, sometimes you need somebody to do it with you. But we ain't talking about that. We are talking about other things in life that don't necessarily need another person with. So I've heard people say, you know, I want to travel, I want to go places. I'll never get to go anywhere, but I don't have anyone to go with. Or like I think somebody said to me, that people tell them, oh, you don't have a man to go with you so that you can have somebody to protect you, or you're not going to go with a group of people. And so like what I have seen in my life is that, you know, when I'm like, okay, I want to go, it could be somewhat simple. Like I want to go to the club. It ain't even got to be like I want to travel. It could be like I want to go out tonight. And as soon as I start trying to organize that with other people, now it's complicated. It's, oh, we can leave at 8, but so-and-so got to drop off their cousin and so-and-so. So we're going to really leave at 8:30. And then we're going to, and now your nice time, your relaxing, happy time becomes this complicated thing because now you are coordinating with other people. Sometimes your blessing is in doing it by yourself, being the person who plans it and goes with the flow. So when you go by yourself, it allows you flexibility to be able to move and experience things that you may not experience if you're waiting on other people. So like me, I went to the beach and I was walking down the street and saw a bike rack. I was like, I'm finna rent me a bike and ride up and down the beach. Now, had I been with a bunch of other people, oh, I ain't bring my car. I can't ride a bike. I don't want to ride no bike. I got on a skirt. I can't. And then that would have been down the drain. But I was able to ride and experience the beach in a way that most people don't get to experience it. Then I was able to ride back and find some little out the way restaurant that I probably wouldn't have been able to find if we were all in an Uber trying to figure that out. So my point to you all, if you want to do something in life, do it. Don't wait for somebody to say it's okay. Don't wait for a partner to go with you. Go and do it because life is short. Here in New Orleans, where I am, we have lost like 3 major community people in the last month. And it really, y'all see my nails. It has shown to me that life is short. I often feel like I'm my best companion. That is the truth. You are your best companion. You better be, because if you not your best companion, everybody else that come after that is going to be less than what you deserve. So you got to be the example of how to be a good companion to you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. If you ain't treating yourself right, how do other people going to come and figure out how to treat you? Who? Anyway, so life is short, right? And you don't really know how many more summers, how many more opportunities you have to experience the joy of life. We go to work, we come home, we deal with the family, we deal with the children. All of that is a given. But you have to do things within your life that allows you to enjoy this space that we're in. We get bogged down by all the BS that's out here in the world and all the complications and bad things, but you have to find your joy within this space that you're in, not within the space of when I get, you know what I said Sunday, when I get it all together, then I'm going to be ready. You're never going to be ready to take the trip. You're never going to be ready to, do the new hobby. You're never going to be ready. So do it now. This is the best time to do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? You could save the money up and all that. There's little stuff that you might want to do, maybe. But my thing is, if the opportunity opens this stuff up, you're able to make it happen, do it. Because a lot of times that opportunity does not come back around. Perfect example. I was going to do the Spiritual Tools cruise. I thought it was going to be wonderful and kicking and popping. And it did not happen. Why? Because COVID. You never know. And the whole world has changed. So it's not even like I can do a cruise again. Like I could, but I don't think I would, because COVID is still running rampant. So what used to exist does not exist anymore. You never know when your next time is going to come around, or if your next time is going to come around. So enjoy your life, right? Enjoy and take advantage of the opportunities that open up. Don't be afraid to jump on in with both feet. So if a trip opens up, if an experience opens up, if a new opportunity opens up, don't think about what you can't do. Think about how you can do it. Think about how you can make it happen. Now, I say all that to transition into what we really want to talk about, which is when you live a blessed life, you also have to put up protection. How are they connected? Blessings shine in the world like a beacon in the night, right? So if you are blessed, everybody's eyes are on you. Everybody. And you may not even recognize that you are a beacon of light, because when we're blessed, so many times we're so busy looking at what we don't have that we don't. I'm sorry. Sometimes I be talking and the message just slapped me dead in my face. Be like, pow, we talking about you. Like, that was dirty how you did me. I thought I was talking about them. Y'all talking about me. Let me tell you what. Because see, I'm a child of Oshun. This is the life and the plight of child of Oshun. Let me tell you what. Children of Oshun. Oshun is like the people who like Beyonce their way into Oshun. They be like, she's got long hair, she's really pretty, she's the goddess of love and sex and happiness and joy and parties and laughter and dance. She's the queen of dance, like all the good time things for Oshun, right? Oshun also has, I'm sorry, it was something stabbing me in my bosom. I was on TV, like, that's okay, because I'll be in the store like, let me give you your money. So y'all get it too. I'm sorry. Yes, Mama Lewa will give you some titty money. It's true. I'm sorry. It's sad, but it's true. Anyway, so Oshun has to be the queen. She is the queen of witchcraft because she has to protect herself at all times. She's always got haters looking at her like, this bitch got all the men looking at her. Always happy. She got all the money. Look at her with a little pump purse full of gold. When you are blessed, thank you, Honeycomb. Honeycomb was like, we all family. Yes, we are. That makes me happy. Yes. Anyway, so because she shines bright like this, because she's always the center of attention, she brings a lot of jealousy. And jealousy is the strongest form of witchcraft. And people who don't do spiritual work, quote unquote, still can throw curses with jealousy. It's called the evil eye. It's called the green eye of envy. All of that, it sticks to you. Like somebody threw some stuff on you with glue. Boop, 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 and it slows down your progress. It slows down your prosperity. It gives you illnesses, headaches, makes you sleep bad at night. Pause. Omo Oshuns oftentimes are beacons of jealousy. Yes, you better tell it to him, Queen Zaza Brown. Hey, Toya. And so when you do your spiritual work, we've been doing this for years now. This going on like 4 years of Spiritual Tools Tuesday. So when you do your candle work for clearing away negativity, and then you bring in, yay, you made it. You bring in your blessings with your prosperity work, and you do your meditation so that you can understand how to get to your next opportunity. And you're doing all the spiritual work so that you're elevating and you're growing and you're experiencing the good things in life. You should also be balancing that with protection work. And protection work does more than just stop your haters from hating. Protection work protects what you are building, right? So if you got a shack in the woods, you might need much protection. You know what I'm saying? You got a little ratty shack. Anybody trying to break it ain't in there, right? But then you get a new house or a new apartment. Now you got to put a little lock on the door, right? Now you get a job and stuff, and your house is a little bigger. You got furniture and computers and cell phones and things. Now you need not just a lock on the front door, but you need one on the back door. And you're probably thinking twice about leaving your windows open. So just like you would protect your home if you continue to bring new stuff in, you got a new, refrigerator, new dishwasher. Now you're thinking, wait, I need to be mindful about how I'm keeping my doors open. So the same thing is true spiritually. You need to be mindful about how you're keeping your doors open, right? I remember I was reading about people who win the lottery. Hey, Paris, with your good looking self. I was seeing you, girl. So people who win the lottery, this never occurred to me. I was always like, oh, I wish I could win $500 million. And they was like, it is the worst thing when they win the lottery, because now they got to invest in things like security. They got to think twice about whoever is coming in their life. They got people claiming to be their relatives and stuff, trying to get their money. You have professional scammers who all they target are people who have won the lottery. Like all of that. I never thought of that. That's because I never had them kind of blessings, right? But when they get them kind of blessings, now they got to think about, how do I protect what I have, right? So when you are doing your prayers and you start to see, oh, wait, now I got a promotion. Oh, wait, now, I'm making a little more money, or I was able to buy that car that I wanted, or I got my house like I wanted it. When you start manifesting your blessings, you have to put up barriers against jealousy. You have to put up barriers against people who try to take what you have. Like so many people with successful relationships have had other people throw on their relationship so that person could get their successful mate. They do that? Yeah, they do that. And even if they ain't throwing it, people, women who, like, as soon as they see a wedding ring, they're attracted to that man. So, and I'm not an advocate for protecting your relationship with a man. Because for me, I be thinking, if I got to protect the relationship to keep you, you don't want to be kept. So gone. That's the Capricorn in me. I just be like, I ain't got the energy to be trying to keep nobody. Because if you try to keep a person, you have to continue to do work all the time to try to keep them. And the work has to keep getting stronger and stronger because now you're fighting against their will. So I never use like spiritual work to keep a person against their will. If it is your will to leave me, guess what? It's my will to go. Thanks. Anyway, I got sidetracked. So what kind of protective work do you do? So you do protection work around your home, most definitely. You want to do things that are going to keep not only challenges away from your house, but negative energy, negative wishes from other people. I hate to say curses because it's not always curses. When we think about curses, we think about people that have gone and bought a bunch of stuff to bubble toilet trouble up your house. That's the least of your problems most of the time. Most of the time, it's somebody sitting up there like, I can't stand her. Ugh. And then they now they gossiping and they got your name in a bunch of bullshit. And now they, wishing that you didn't have or why she get it. Like that kind of stuff is what you need to really protect yourself, right? So then you do stuff the barrier of your house. You do protection at your front door. You do protection at your back door. You do floor washes. Floor washes are good to clear away negative energy, to clear away any curses that were sent your way. Sometimes you can sprinkle a little something in your corners that protects your home. Candle work is also something that you can do for protection. A good old black candle. You can't go wrong with a good old black candle every once in a while. And you might like add a little dressing on there, some herbs and stuff that incorporate protection in them, like rosemary. Basil is a good one. You want to incorporate that stuff into your house cleaning. I remember my mother used to mop the floors with something called I haven't seen this in a minute. It was called Van's floor wash. And Van was like, or High John the Conqueror. That was another one she used to use. Ammonia is another one that clears away negative. Hey, y'all in here. All right. Brown, what is the name of it? It's a brown, like disinfective soap that you put in your floor wash. I forgot the name of it. I'm gonna try to find it and post it on my page. But things like that, like Pine Sol used to be one that people would use. Why? Because like things that have a pungent smell. Now we use Fabuloso, and Fabuloso smells so delicious and wonderful that it's beautiful. But sometimes you need some strong smelling stuff to get that stuff up out of your house. So that is. I don't know how to say it. Creolin. Creole. So you want to periodically mop your floors with something strong. Lysol is the other one. Oh, remember the brown Lysol? I ain't seen that in a minute. Pine Sol is another one. I said Pine Sol. Anyway, but I think it was Lysol, that little brown, but I ain't seen that in a minute. My grandmama and my mama used to use it. Anyway, so you want to mop your floors with something that has a strong scent, because that strong scent chases away negative energy. It chases away the curses. Anybody that like literally with the bath, it always messes my head up. And I've been in this game a little while. It still freaks me out that somebody will take their tail to the store and buy multiple items with the express intent of sending a curse to you, to me, to anyone. Now, if somebody is doing something to you, then I can see you doing that. But just because I'm minding my business, like trying to get my stuff in order, and you decide that you don't like that, you're going to try to do something to me, that freaks me out. Like that trips me out that it's people that unhappy. And really, hey, Rosemary Limeade. Oh, Rosemary Limeade. Oh, I saw you today. I mean, I didn't see you. I saw your name on Instagram. And here you are. Anyway, so the other part, because all of this ties in, the people who are going out of their way to throw curses at you, to send negative energy to you, because of your blessings out of jealousy, they are unhappy people, right? And they're unhappy because they feel like they are able, hey, Alma, I'm glad you made it over here on YouTube. They are unhappy because they are not experiencing the things they want to experience in life. And so they look at you and they say, look at over there living their life. I don't never get to have that. So why they get to have that? Oh, it's Alana. Hey, goddaughter. I should have known. I should have knew that Rosemary Limeade was my goddaughter, Alana. Hey, Alana. She's a bartender. Get it? Rosemary Limeade. She be concocting stuff from scratch because she's a badass like that. Anyway. So I think spirits is here because my nose gets itching when they be around. Excuse me. Woo! Oh, I had to get it. Sorry, YouTube. You saw more than Instagram. Sorry. Anyway. Oh, here we go. I told you they was here. They done got me rocking. So when we deny ourselves that thing that is pressing in our spirit, something that you think about over and over again. It might be, oh man, like, I ain't gonna use y'all, I'm gonna use me. Back in the day, I had a bachelor's degree. That's all I had was a bachelor's degree. And my GPA was not that high when I graduated because I took advantage of all the parties that I could find. All of them. I was starting them out and ending them up. I was there and representing. And probably was a little bit maybe tipsy. Okay, yeah, I was drunk, but you know what I'm saying. So when I graduated, I had the stigma in my heart about my bachelor's degree. I was like, man, I was embarrassed about my GPA. And I wanted to go, hey, Ori Unlimited, I wanted to go to graduate school. And for years, I would not apply to graduate school because I was like, they're going to look at my GPA. They're going to see, I'm stupid. I'm not as smart as the other people. And I had all these friends who went right out of college and went into graduate school. And I would look at them and be like, man, I wish I had did that. Now all I could do is try to fend out here in this cold, cold world. It was all that. And there was this heaviness that I carried because I was not where I thought I should be, right? And so at some point, Spirit was like, as a matter of fact, it came in a I done did something. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. It came in a reading. It was like, you have to go back to school because there are some holes that you need to fill within yourself. And I was like, ugh. So I'm really grateful for readings because my readings have allowed me to elevate in my life when I was hitting walls, and it was able in a like non-judgmental way to say, hey, you are hitting this wall, and in order to get around this wall, you need to think about doing this, that. So I have the benefit of having readings to guide me through those obstacles in my life that a lot of them were myself. But for that period in my life, my self-esteem was a little bit down. And I felt a little bit less than. And I had a little bit of envy in my heart. Not that I wanted something bad to happen to my friends, but like I was like, why is it so easy for them? Look at how easy their life is. I want my life to be easy. And it wasn't really that I had an issue with them. It was that I had an issue with myself. And it wasn't until I was able to look at myself, say, this is a goal that I have that I need to work on, that I started getting better. And so I worked through my GPA. I worked through getting into graduate school. I worked through graduate school. And on the other side of that, you couldn't tell me nothing because that was something that I felt bad about within myself that I fixed, right? And we all have those things in our lives that make us look at other people and say, oh, look at what they have. Oh, and that's envy. It sends negative energy to them and it sends negative energy to yourself, right? So when people are putting curses on you, generally it is because you have something or you are experiencing something that they wish that they had. So if you have this wonderful, and I say this with a grain of salt, you have this wonderful relationship. And you got, your single people around you that's like, oh, I wish I had somebody like that. I wish I had what they had. They may not be sending you negative energy on purpose, but sometimes a little bit slide through. They got that little bit of, sarcastic answer, oh, must be nice, everybody can have it like you, like, so it slips in. Then you got some people who are like, this person has that. I don't like them. I'm going to go out of my way to get them, right? At work, if you have favor at work, and you might be getting promoted quicker than all the other people at your job, that breeds jealousy. That breeds envy. And somebody on the side might be like, oh, I wish that I could have what they have. I'm going to block them. And it's different ways that people block you. They can verbally block you and try to like besmirch your name, start gossip about you, get other people to decide they don't like you. It just manifests in different ways. So when we do pause, sometimes you have to just enjoy your blessings discreetly. Yes, that's one of my readings. They said, everybody is not happy for your success. So you need to be quieter about the things that you are experiencing. Now, that goes back also to, you may not be acknowledging your own blessings. So you don't think that you saying stuff out loud, that you are, talking too much, because you don't even see it as a blessing. You're thinking this is just regular. I told y'all the story. I'm going to tell y'all the story about me in graduate school. So we had to take this exit exam in order to get out of the library science program. And so I, with my silly self, waited to the last minute to do my little assignment. But I got it in 1 minute before the bell rang. Bink! I got it in and I passed. So I'm at work at school. It's a student job. So I'm with the other student. And I'm like, woo, I ain't think I was going to pass that test. But woo, everybody passed. Yay, we happy. And she was quiet as a church mouse. I was like, I didn't pass. I was like, what you mean you didn't pass? Now, the reason I'm laughing is because she was one of them that as soon as they dropped the deadline, they was like, okay, you got 2 weeks to get this in. Like, as soon as that thing dropped, she had a book in her hand, like, I'm studying. I am writing. I am working really hard. She was working her tail off for 2 whole weeks trying to get this thing together. Me, I slide in, last minute as always, pass. I didn't realize that was a blessing. I didn't realize that there were other people around me who was working so freaking hard and still didn't get what I got so easily. So you got to be mindful that other people don't have access all the time to what you have access to. So when you be talking yourself out of your behavior. I mean, I'm sorry, Toya threw me off. Capricorn behavior. It is Capricorn behavior. You be talking yourself out of your blessings, and you be talking yourself into negativity and jealousy. Some send negativity your way because they envy your coverings. Come on, Minx Mink. Yes, they envy your covering. It's true. When you're blessed and highly favored, y'all got to be mindful of what these words are saying. If you blessed and highly favored, especially because you're doing the work, I have a T-shirt that I made for the people who did Manifestation Month last year, and it says, Manifestation Month has me blessed and highly favored, because the work that we do, when we say we doing the spiritual work, it works. And so you will find that your life may be easier than the people who are next to you. Or when you get in trouble, you don't stay in that trouble. It don't hit you as hard. It don't drag you down as far as the people that's around you. And they're going to be wondering, why? When I was thinking about what I was going to say tonight, they put in my mind the example of having a generator, because I live where there's hurricanes and everybody's lights go out during the storm, except for the people with the generators, right? Because they did some work beforehand. They saved their money beforehand, or they went and bought or stole a generator beforehand, so that when the storm comes and hits everybody in the neighborhood, everybody is hit with the darkness. And then all of a sudden, boom, it's one house in the neighborhood that has lights. Now, if it's just a couple hours of darkness, then probably ain't gonna get smoke from that. But if you think about all the shows like the zombie shows or whatever, the one space that got all the food and all the lights and the music playing and they chilling and everybody else around them is suffering, they all look towards the light. They're all like, how can I get their resources? I need to feed my family. So let me get their stuff that they got. They don't care nothing that you prepared beforehand. They be like, you got the light. I ain't got no light. You got the light. And the same is true spiritually. You got the light. I don't have no light. So I want your light. And because that is the way of the world, the people with the generators also have to have security. Hold on. Mr. Patterson is doing stuff. Okay, we good. I didn't know if I was going to have to run. You know, Mr. Patterson is the hunter in the house. And so if he gets intent on something, it's usually something that's crawling. Just saying. Anyway, so protection. Just like you up your work for your blessings, either afterwards or next to it, you should also do work for protection, right? Get acquainted with the herbs that put up a protective barrier. Hold on. Spiritual work is the investment. Yes, come on. Minx, be right. We be here. Me and Minx. When we serve our people, they also do work. Yes, we must be mindful of people, even unintentionally, with their envy. Yes. And what you do is you put up your barriers so that it is stopping intentional and unintentional negativity, intentional and unintentional curses. That's what you're putting up. That's why you do work. We sometimes act reactionary, it's like, oh, somebody, things have slowed down, or I'm having issues. I'm sorry, my nose is itching. I'm having issues, or I'm having nightmares. I can't sleep. I think something is happening. And then you come to a person like me, a spiritual worker, and they're like, oh, okay, you need to cleanse. You got to, put up something around your house. You got to wash your walls down. You need, you need Ebo. You need to get some warriors. That's because you've waited too long. If you are constantly doing the maintenance, if you're constantly putting up the barriers, if you're constantly covering your house and your family with prayer, if you're constantly going to your ancestors and your spirit guides to protect you, then now you have built up some layers of protection, right? And then they got to come extra hard to get you because you got stuff around your house. You have stuff around your life that protects you, right? So when you out here asking for these money rituals, when you out here doing these cleansing baths, when you out here attracting love and stuff, what are you doing for protection? Right? When you're, even in life, if you're not doing spiritual work like that, but you are doing things to elevate, you're going for a promotion, you're exercising and changing your appearance, you're, beautifying yourself, you buying new outfits. What are you doing for protection? Like, do you have crystals on that when you go out? Come on, get your basil right now. When you go out, what do you have so that, because when we get all dialed up, when you walk in the room and everybody looks at you, that is energy. You don't know what's behind them looks. So what are you doing to kind of deflect that energy? What are you doing to kind of what your perfume do? Yeah, it smells good, but does it have like a little protective something within that scent? Is there like a little peppery something, or maybe you got some clove in there or something that's going to do something? Like, what color are you wearing that's going to reflect the energy? Are you wearing black so you absorbing everything that's hit your way, or is you throwing something off? That's cinnamon. There you go. Come on, cinnamon. So when we incorporate spiritual work into our lives, it's in all aspects of your life. It's in what you wear. It's in what you put around your house. I was reading a story. I get my spiritual stuff from everywhere. The movies, stories, fiction, nonfiction, TV, radio, books, my grandma. Like, I get it from everything. So I was reading this one book, and the lady had, this is a good book. because she was actually like a spiritual worker. And she had in front of her house, oh, peace and light. She had in front of her house a herb garden. And the herb garden had like rosemary, it had thyme, it had rose bush with thorns and things. It smelled pretty, but it was also like spiritual work. So this other witch came to her and was like, I like your God, I like your granddaughter. Your granddaughter is pretty. So I'm gonna take your granddaughter, I'm gonna make her work for me. And she was like, you can if you want to, but you got to get past this front gate. And because of the herbs that was in there, the other witch couldn't get through because it was protective herbs. I was like, y'all better write this story. Come on. But then I was like, oh, what kind of herbs you got in your front yard? You need some stuff in your front. What is happening? So yes, you have to learn about herbs, Lisa. You got to learn about herbs. You got to learn about colors. This is why I be telling people, take my spiritual tools class, because it's the basics of spiritual self-care. So once you finish all of my beginner classes, it's one course that's 4 classes. And so I'm teaching the 4 classes now, but I'm doing it so that when you're done, you know about spiritual breathing, you know about herbs, you know about crystals, you know about colors, you know about candles, you know about incense, and you could put them together in a way that protects you, that brings you your blessings. This is a lifestyle. You have to live this because, and I always start people out with this. My mama said, when I was like, Mom, why you be lighting them candles? Show me how you be lighting them candles. And she said, now look, make sure you want to do this for life. Because once you start, you can't stop. And I was like, that sounds creepy. I don't know if I want to start. And what she meant was, it wasn't like, once you start, you can't stop. It wasn't that. She was saying that once you start, and you feel like your life is going wonky, you always know what to do to make it upright again. And so you won't stop doing it, or you can't stop doing it, because you'll see your life spiraling, and nobody's going to allow their life to continue to spiral when they know what to do to keep it from spiraling, right? So once you learn these tools, you keep going, even if you fall off. And we all fall off. I don't want y'all to think that every day, all the time, I'm praying and like, well, okay, I am usually doing something. But I mean, it is times when I'll be like, okay, I didn't refresh my own stuff. Or, oh, and I need to take a bath, but I don't feel like it's, we all go through that. But in the end, we come back to it. And that's how it works, right? And the more you see the benefit of it, the more diligent you will be about doing the things, because they work. The herbs, they work. You drink the teas, you take the baths, you do the sprays, you drip stuff around your house or in front of your doors and stuff. It works. You light your candles to clear away stuff. You light your candles to attract certain things. It works. And sometimes you'd be so amazed, like, is that all I had to do? I've been suffering this whole time, and all I had to do was put a little intention in this candle and break all that up, or push all the way through that. That's all I had to do? Huh, okay. Our grandmamas always talk about how our grandmamas used to pray over us. And some of the scary situations that we slid on through, you slid through it because your grandmama had been praying over you. Just know it. So carry that. We need to carry that through as we start to experience more blessings in our lives. If you look outside and you see a car that has your name on it, if you living inside a house that's secure, if you have food and people who love you, you have blessings, and you need to protect those blessings. And so figure out how to put protection work into your life. That is the message. Oh, and also the message is enjoy your life. Start enjoying your life. Bring forth your blessings. So don't wait for other people to share your blessings with you. Don't wait for other people to tell you it's time. Don't wait for you to be ready to do the things. Jump in there and do them. If it's something you always want, I always wanted to go to the Caribbean. Take yourself to Caribbean. Figure out how to make it work. If you always want to get you a bachelor's degree, get you a bachelor's degree. Figure out how to do it. My mom went one class at a time for like 20 years, and eventually she graduated. It was the happiest day of her life. So, and she was like, everybody's like, oh, you got your degree now. What kind of job you getting? And she was like, I ain't do this to get no job. I did this because I wanted a bachelor's degree. God bless her. I never forgot that. I never forget that. So do the things. If you have, pause, pay attention to what you are envious of. First of all, accept and admit that you have envy in your life, right? There are certain things that when you see other people, you feel a kind of way. Like when I see all the people with their skinny waists, I be like, so nobody even cared. I care. I wish I had that, but I don't. So either I have to figure out, my work either has to be accepting who I am as I am, or putting in the work so that I can have the skinny waist like the people that I wish I had the skinny waist like. But I have to take responsibility for that, so that I am not the person giving out the negative energy that I'm telling y'all about. Because we like to think that we're not that person, but we all have the ability to send out that jealous vibe, to send out that envy when we're not dealing with the things that we are envious about. So what you do is you make a list of what you're envious about, and then figure out how to fill that hole in your life. Either the hole is, well, let me just deal with me and figure out how I can be all right with me, or that hole is, let me do the work, and then when in a year from now, I'm gonna be the skinny one with the thong bikini on, and then they ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing. Like, so figure out what you are envious about and use it as a blueprint for what is work you need to do. What is that you need to experience in your life? What are you jealous that other people are doing? That shadow side be downright ignorant. Oh my God. You are beautiful as you are, inside and out. That is true. That's for me and for y'all. We are, you know what? But it's hard sometimes to face that thing that we think is missing in our lives. We like to put it on other people, but it's really us. And so we got to do that work. Like Amma said, that shadow work. We got to do that work. And the added bonus is that when you put the attention on yourself, you start to experience life in a way that is so fulfilling for you. Oh shit, hold on. My daughter said I'm fine. Thank you. I be thinking so too. Sometimes I be like, girl, you doing it. Today is one of them days. Y'all see my earrings? I'm sorry. Anyway. Hey, Soleil, how you doing? Good to see you. So let us recap. Because, with the Sunday check-in and everything, we like to target something. I like for people to have something tangible to come away with. And just like one thing, just pick one thing that you feel envious about or you feel insecure about, and look at that thing up close and figure out how you can change that in your life. Because spiritual work is more than just lighting a candle. You got to actually do the changing work in your life to bring forth the peace and the happiness that is sustainable, right? So we have to look at what are our holes, where are our holes, right? So that's the first thing. Figure out something that you're looking at somebody else and you wish you had it in your life, and figure out how you can start walking in that direction, bringing it into your life, right? Then the other part of that is how to count your own blessings, to recognize what you have. Hey, Letty of Het, supreme evening, queen. What? I ain't never got one of them. Supreme evening. What? Come on now. I love it. Okay, so that's one. Number two, pick something that you always wanted to do and start doing it. And it might be, I always want to take a cruise. Well, I don't know if you want to take a cruise right now, but if that's your thing, peace be with you. Figure out how to get on your cruise safely. It might be, I wish I had, gotten my graduate degree. So go back to school, figure out how to do it. Walk in that direction. The first thing you might do is just go figure out where some programs are, or how can I, get financial aid, or just walk in that direction. I always say, if you take one step, your ancestors gonna take 10. Okay. The other thing, boop. So we got live your best life, deal with your envy, and number 3, do some protection work. So either you're going to put something at your front doors and your back doors. That's one way to do protective work. You can do a protective bath. That's another way to do protective work. Visualization. You can visualize a force field around you. That's protective work. You can put together some Florida water and some other herbs and things and make a spray. Protective work. Put something in your office that represents protection, crystals, plants, pictures, do stuff that brings a protective energy around you and your blessings. Do something that puts a protective barrier in places where you feel like it might be envy, or there might be conflict, or there might be someone who doesn't like you. Put some protection up. Think about your jewelry. Start collecting things that have protective energy in them. They might look good, but they also do something. So think about what colors you're wearing. Think about the images that you're putting on. Think about what you're putting in your ears and what necklaces you have. What kind of bracelets you got on. Does it do protection work? Does it have crystals in it? Does it have gems in it that has a energy that reflects back things, or that, changes energy, or that, puts up a protective barrier? Figure out what these things do and start putting them in your life, little bit by little bit by little bit by little bit. You ain't got to do it all at the same time, but just do it a little bit. All right. It is 9:01. It's time to go. See y'all. Oh, wait. What's today's card? Oh, today's card is the 3 of Wands reversed, which means something that you are putting energy into is not going to bring back the results that you're looking for. So be prepared. First of all, go look at all the things that you're working on. Make sure that all your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted. Make sure all the people who are supposed to do something are actually still able to do them. Make sure that all the people that you have contracts with are actually, doing what they're supposed to do. And prepare yourself for challenges. How do you prepare yourself for challenges? You have a backup plan. Okay. All right, y'all. It was great seeing y'all. I saw on Friday on Instagram and Facebook, and then I'm gonna do some kind of dance for the Friday Fun Dance. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Something. And then Sunday is Sunday check-in. Oh shoot. I might not do Sunday check-in. I'm gonna be at a Misa. Huh. Okay. All right. We're gonna try to do Sunday check-in. It might be late, but it's gonna be there. All right, you welcome to love y'all. Peace. All right, who going first? YouTube is going first. Bye, YouTube. See ya, Amma. All right, YouTube is out of here. Bye.